I think the biggest thing for me, I really don't know when the women's games are. Like even the men's games, I find out through word of mouth, and somebody usually just hits me up and is like, "Yo, you want to go to the men's game?" I'm like, "Sure, I ain't doing nothing else." If somebody called me and said, "You want to go to the women's game?" I'd be like, "Sure, I ain't doing nothing else."
Yeah, that's not really how it works. Like sometimes you're just not doing anything. Yeah. And then somebody will just hit you up. Like.
And even the doubleheader, you might even go and only see like the second half of the game because you're like, oh whatever, I'll go early to get a good seat, and you actually end up seeing some women's game. Like that'd be good too. Like I think a lot of it could happen by accident would really help. If you see half of that, you're going to be more likely to go with that.
Have you all thought about, this is something, they have the Student Public Relations Society. I mean, that's free PR that they could put out for the women's team. And you have to pay for it. You know, that's an idea.
Yeah, I'm a part. I know for the guys last year, they had this thing where, well, not for the guys, but they had this like essay contest in Fox or something where you like had to give your suggestions about like what you guys are doing now about how to get more people out to the games and stuff. And that made me aware that people really weren't going to games and stuff. So I know like the next week or something I decided to go to a men's game, and it was my first game, which was last year, so sad to say. But I went to a men's game with like 2 of my roommates. I was like, let's just go to a men's game, just to see how they play. And they were actually like really good. We were very surprised. we were like sitting, and we were on the top, so it was like a good view and stuff. And it was like really interesting. And we was like, they're kind of good actually. So we kind of went to a few more games, but that was like a good.
All right. We'll say one of the Temple women's basketball players was, you're walking and they see you in front of the sack and they just say like, "Hi, how you guys doing? Like, we have a game tonight. Here's a ticket. If you guys would come, would you be more inclined to come through them passing you a ticket?" Dan?
If they're telling me that there's a free T-shirt that goes with it, yes.
Okay.
But otherwise, I don't think so.
No, even if you had a free ticket handed to you.
I feel like if it was the actual ticket, then yeah, I'd be more inclined to go.
Yeah.
I think everybody should say yeah, because we're all, like I said, poor. So, I mean, but
it's free naturally. Well, I think they're free.
Yeah, I think anytime you give somebody something free, you know what I mean? You have people handing you all kinds of free stuff on the street, but to do something that is going to support them. Nobody ever gave me anything free, so if they had some free tickets,
say it had their name on the ticket, and they're trying to get as much fan as possible so they can win something for themselves. You know what I mean? I would do it.
Yeah.
I'd probably be more inclined just by, like I said, by knowing about the game. Like I said, you never hear about any girls games going on.
All right, these are a closing question. What are your ideas to help promote Temple's women's basketball? And we can go around on this one.
I have to go first again.
We'll start. I don't know, just like hype it up. Go around with a bullhorn or something. Like, I don't make it exciting so that people want to go. Put like flyers up around campus, because I don't see any type of flyers around. Like, put up where people's gonna go. People go into the sack and eat. Put them up somewhere around there where they're like gonna see it. Like I would say, just like promote it. Like make it really, really exciting. Make people want to go to the game. Like.
I think the idea about the players actually getting involved and like maybe handing out tickets and stuff, but like actually like letting like people know that they really care about their team, I think it would make me want to go to the games. And I also think his idea about the double headers would also bring a lot more people out.
Just a question real quick. We've had 2 double headers this past season.
Yeah.
Did you know about either one of them?
The St. Joe's game was a double header, and I had a night class, so I couldn't. I remember wasn't one of the double headers during a weekday, and I'm pretty sure it was Thursday. And
if you remember the day.
Somebody gave that, I don't know. Alright, Shanae?
I would say like how the other organizations do tables at the SAC, like in the atrium. Maybe have a player there, like just to make the team seem more, I guess, down to earth and like you can and talk to them or ask them a question. And, you know, people will see the players there, maybe that'll draw people over to the table, and then you can find out more information, like when a game is or something like that.
I think that if they lower themselves to my level, I think that's a great way to approach it, because there's a lot of people who don't necessarily know, care, or want to go to women's basketball. So the bottom line is that the things that I go to are because of the hype, because other people I know are going, and because there's something in it for me. You know, like I could win free tuition, or I'm getting a free T-shirt. You know, and it really starts with the hype. Like you got to get word of mouth moving, because that's the only way I'm going to go.
One thing that I think could be done is right before the start of the season, maybe not just at SAC here on main campus, but on all the different campuses, having like the music blaring, people giving out, you know, this is this, you know, the whole entire season, so people know when the tickets are. You know, having the players out there saying, hey, you want to come to the game, and you know, the first 100 people that approach each table at each campus can get a free ticket. Letting you know, maybe having a group, I want to say focus group, I'm thinking about class. Maybe having the players on like WHIP, and is WRTI still around?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, they're still there. They're just jazz and classical. And they're public, so.
But even having the players on the radio, like maybe a group of the players and the coach, and saying, to maybe doing an e-blast, like the postcard e-blast to like all the students, you know, so to really kind of change it, you know, not as just a regular email, because like if it's a plain email, a lot of times I just don't even waste my time. And also they have to remember that to reach out for students, their students live on campus, but I think to reach out to those, like I don't live directly around campus, I live almost in Delaware County. There's a major disconnect there, so somehow bringing that connection back in. Like if I see a postcard e-blast, I'm a part of a lot of outside organizations outside of campus. I'd be more apt to send and saying, hey, support Temple Women's basketball, you know, by sending them that, and that can bring additional people.